Hi guys, this is Breaker, and it looks like I've got a game between eXeA's DIRESTRAIT. I believe spawning is our Zerg up here in the upper left hand corner. Yes, make no mistake about it. You know, he's our champion Canadian compadre that can beat any pro on the ladder. It's DIRESTRAIT. And in the lower right hand corner, his opponent in the blue trunks. His name is aptly just Genesis. Yes, nothing wrong with that name, but I mean, it's an interesting name to say the very least. That's all I got right now. And we're just gonna see how this game pans out. ZVZ really cutthroat these days. I don't know. Like I've seen some games where the meta is basically kind of panned out. And people are wondering just, you know, what is the new direction we're going to see in ZVZ. There was one replay I casted where both sides of the map elected to go for +1/+1 carapace, +1 carapace first to kind of keep some Lings alive in those Ling-Baneling wars, because of course if the Lings survive and they make it back to full health, you know, those are Lings that you've saved and you don't have to pay for again. And now we do have an extractor going down by DIRESTRAIT, looking to go for an aggressive opener. Maybe make 6 Lings altogether, send them out to Genesis's main, possibly natural. And this is actually a little bit dangerous. I'm not sure what Genesis was doing. Perhaps he was alt-tabbing and he floated a few too many minerals. At any rate, he's getting his hatch at 17. Going for his gas right now. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see a pool going down fairly soon, but DIRESTRAIT, you know, if it goes down right now, we're going to see Lings out 40 seconds ahead of that of Genesis. It just makes for a huge window of opportunity as far as attack options are concerned, but the Lings will not immediately have metabolic boost. They will probably have it after a few laps around the main. And basically, there we go. We have DIRESTRAIT pulling his, what's the word I'm looking for, his drones off of gas. It's actually, oh, this is an extractor trick. I'm sorry. I was about to say, why is he taking a second gas if he's not mining from his first, but where is it? Come on, what are you waiting for, bro? Is that a mistake? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It was a double extractor trick. Oh, man, and I actually read into the supplies differently. I read into them the wrong way as well. I actually thought Genesis was dire for a minute, but here we go. First 2 Lings are on the way, and it seems that we do have Genesis going for his own metabolic boost right now, but it's a significant 45 seconds ahead, or excuse me, behind that of DIRESTRAIT. Let me see here. And I'm afraid that maybe, just maybe, the only advantage that we really have for Genesis right now is the reinforcement advantage. So while we see DIRESTRAIT cranking out more Lings, or excuse me, cranking out speed Lings that are capable of killing more Zerglings that Genesis has, at the same time we are still going to see Genesis be able to more than aptly reinforce them. But you know, it's just all going to come down to the micro in the end. See, here they are. They're able to run around those slowlings with ease, and they get us around on the queen here, but oh, they do get the kill. But at how much of a price? Dire lost just a little bit there. Of course, if we subtract the extractor trick, or the double extractor trick that we saw from Dire, then it really wasn't that big of a loss. And he's actually going in to get a drone. He's delaying mining time when he's doing this, and he's kind of trapped in the main and trapped outside the natural. Excuse me, trapped in the natural. Okay, so there we go. DIRESTRAIT getting 2 worker kills in there. You know, he's certainly paid for himself with what he's done so far. Yes, as you can see, he's actually tricked Genesis into overproducing on Lings, but if we look at what DIRESTRAIT has for follow-up, he didn't have a Baneling nest down. And if we see what's in production, he's got 8 pairs of Lings. What's already out on the map is more than just 8 pairs of Lings for our blue Zerg. And here's what I like about this. This is actually quite clever. I do this myself sometimes, but usually more so versus Protoss doing a double proxy gate. And this queen is about to fall. Ooh, there we go. As well as a lot of drones. And Dire, are you going to be able to hold this, bro? Come on. Okay, there it is. The spine crawler's up. Lings are popping just in time, and we see a beautiful defense from DIRESTRAIT. Checking the worker count for both players, it is even-ish, but oh boy. It's just hard to say who's going to prevail in this. I think we're going to see DIRESTRAIT come out with a couple of banelings and maybe, just maybe, take down this blue blob of blings. Excuse me, blue blob of banelings. There we go. And he's kind of just chasing it away for now. And behind this, I'm pretty sure we're going to see him drone up, but he has more banelings where that came from. He needs to put some up in a defensive position at the top of his ramp. Spine crawler unburrowing and getting ready to go into the fight, and Genesis just trying to apply some pressure. He actually has a much higher supply count right now, and I think it's going to take you know, something just short of a miracle for DIRESTRAIT to really lose here. Oh man, and that was actually a bad chunk of Lings we saw Genesis losing. Oh no, oh no, oh no, and this is actually a little dangerous. The Lings are about to get into the main, or excuse me, the natural. And it looks like their main goal for now is sniping it. Will they get it? It's hard to say. Oh my god, it falls! It didn't at the last second. It was probably at 1 HP. Then Genesis clicks on it and he runs back with his Lings. And now he has 8 more, and he actually has the ability to outproduce Dire at the present. There are 2 spine crawlers in production. He has his own baneling nest up. The question is he going to make banelings? He is. Oh boy, and now we are at 17 drones to 25, and this is going to take just the right timing from DIRESTRAIT to win this. He's ignoring the banelings and going straight into the main. How much damage can he do with this? Oh my god! And it looks like we had Dire's own banelings connecting with some drones at the natural. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button there. And I hit the wrong button again. And it looks like that's all the pressure we're going to see DIRESTRAIT putting on for now. He did finally throw his Expo back down. And if he really wants to hold here, he's going to have to see his opponent overcommit to some kind of a tech up. And, or not overcommit to some kind of a tech up, but overcommit to a fence while he simultaneously gets his worker count and his tech up. Currently have a good deal of banelings in production for Dire. And now we have Genesis moving in. It looks like this poor spine crawler off of creep is gonna just kind of bleed to death. And ouch! Genesis was not paying attention to his Lings there. That's actually pretty critical. Like, we see the damage that's being done right now. Oh man. One Ling does fall. Excuse me, one baneling does fall. And it looks like, yeah, those banelings are actually those Lings are actually concentrated on getting some baneling kills. And behind this, we basically see Genesis trying to tech up, get the worker count up, and he's actually ahead of Dire by a great deal presently. And he's just now getting layer tech. I want to say that Dire has a chance at this. It's not that great, but it's a fighting chance. And DIRESTRAIT's going in with nothing but banelings, while his opponent has none ready himself. This is actually the only mistake we see from Genesis. He was actually supposed to get his own banelings out ASAP. None of them finished, except for this one. It's a little late to join the fight. He's like, oh great, okay, you didn't get the memo. The fight's almost over. And Dire trying to get up into the main. He manages to waste a baneling on 2 Lings, and he sees that his opponent's going for layer tech now. This is typically where we see either an all-in of some sort or just, I don't know how else to say it, nutty play, and that baneling was taken down before it could finish morphing. We have 3 spine crawlers going down. I think the best thing that Dire could do to react to this is throw down a 3rd hatchery, an expo of some sort. That's the best way to punish a defensive player. Excuse me, because of course 3 spine crawlers cost the same as a single hatchery. And here we have the Lings on hold position, trying to get some drone kills at the natural, and Dire doing his best to make them as cost ineffective as possible. If we actually check out the units lost tab, it's actually been greater for Genesis than it has Dire. So really, I mean, Genesis just basically super eager to throw away some units, and it looks like there was some kind of harass back home on the natural of DIRESTRAIT behind all that, and we have Dire actually going up in drone count. But right now, Genesis, this is actually pretty weird. He's not getting any layer specific tech. He's got enough gas floating to get Aspire, but minerals is another thing. That's exactly why. He hasn't had enough time to keep producing drones, and there it is. GG from DIRESTRAIT. He actually wasn't that far behind. He did see the layer tech. I'm wondering what he was thinking when he went back and checked the replay. If he, I mean, no doubt he didn't have his own layer tech, but he still had a fighting chance, I feel. Checking the end worker count, he was only down 4. But that's StarCraft. 95% of the game is your own performance. The other 5% is either your perception or your opponent's perception of defeat. And I want to say that maybe if you guys want to check up on a better game for reference, I would say watch Hephaestus versus eXeA RC. That one is definitely leading more into what I'm talking about, and Hephaestus knew exactly when to quit in that game. So this has been Breaker. I'll see you guys next time. Just go ahead and click on that subscribe button.